Hi, I'm Yonit. I'm VP of Product at Oasis Security, and I'm excited to share how we help teams innovate fast without compromising on clarity, control, or security. So many of you came to this speaking session to hear about AI, and probably most of you think they run on human identities. But reality is that most run on service principals, managed identities, or access tokens. So over the past year, we've seen that AI agents transform how organizations build, deploy, and automate. But with that power comes a new challenge. Every new business initiative creates a web of non-human identities connecting applications and services to sensitive resources. But if you can see them, how can you govern them? So at Oasis, we give teams a single control plane to discover every agent, right-size their access, and automate their entire lifecycle. And the result, you get to deliver at scale with far less standing privileges and exposed access. So why that matters is that agent adoption accelerates across the board in every customer environment we work with, whether it's in cloud platforms like Azure, identity systems such as Entra, or even developer tools like GitHub. AI agents are showing up everywhere. Every action depends on a token, a key, or a role, and every over-permissive or stale identity is increasing the risk. Leaders now expect clear, built-in guardrails, and the identity is the one control plane that connects everything. So here's the reality. Access is what truly controls AI agents. Yes, network, application, and data all matter, but access is the layer that ties them all together. If this layer isn't governed, nothing else holds. So with AI adoption accelerating, and anyone can now spin up an agent on multiple platforms for multiple purposes, which creates an incredible potential, but also a chaos without control. And today, IAM teams are responsible for securing all of this, yet the scale is overwhelming. Fragmented creation, shadow agents, over-permissive roles, broken policies. We hear this from customers every day. And when IAM tries to manage it manually, everything slows down. The business can't really afford that, so teams take shortcuts, and that's when we see the risk explodes. This is why Oasis exists. We give IAM teams the control they need to secure AI adoption at scale, so business can move fast, safely, and with the confidence they need. So we make it simple to start where you are, either the production issues that you might already have or greenfield when you want to create a new application from the get-go. We bring every agent and non-human identity into one control plane across cloud, SaaS, and on-prem, and we enforce the best practices without slowing anyone down. So each identity follows a context-aware lifecycle. We capture ownership, purpose, and how long it should live at creation. We automate rotation and attestation, and when the access is no longer needed, we decommission it cleanly with the full confidence that nothing breaks. Then we take it a step further with agentic access management. So AAM automatically analyzes every agent's intent before granting access. So it's giving it only what it needs, scoped precisely to the purpose and with short-lived tokens. It's governance and control at the scale of AI. So let's see all this in action and dive into the demo. Well, we will start with the inventory, where Oasis automatically maps and classifies all non-human identities and agents across the environment. So for each one, we provide key context, when it was last used, whether it's privileged, and who owns it. And for every identity, we build a full identity story, the service and applications consuming it, the permission it holds, and the scope of its access. So let's take a look at the first example, which is the internal knowledge bot. Here we can see an agent built in Azure Foundry that retrieves internal knowledge. It's being used by multiple endpoints, and it holds several keys, and it has broad access to several applications, including some that contain sensitive data. On top of that, we highlight automatically two main issues. So the first one is that the key was exposed to an employee that is no longer in the company, which is a potential insider risk, and that key should be rotated immediately. And the second one is that since this application runs in Azure, it can easily be migrated to a managed identity and removing the need for any static secret. Now let's take another look at another example. So here we have someone that created access to Figma files. It created an access key. Then they shared it across two locally deployed agents. using it for multiple purposes. That is not only a violation of segregation of duties, but it also adds unnecessarily operational overhead when it's time to rotate the key. This is all probably happening even without IAM teams being aware or guiding the team to adopt best practices. So in both cases, Oasis doesn't just surface the issue, it tells the full story, we show the context, and we enable the teams to govern access at the scale of AI. We're entering a world where every agent acts on behalf of the business, and every action must be trusted, governed, and secured. So if you want to see how we provide the governance action themselves, check out our website and schedule another demo. Thank you so much. I was happy to share it with you.